Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry, I'm getting loaded right now. So I was just gonna go in depth about the tuition cost and what I did, and because on the first video I didn't really go into depth. So it is like $4,800. You can pay that one of two ways. One, of course, you can pay it up front, and you will get your CDL then and there, and then you can lease on to or sign on to a company that allows you to be trained by their trainers, and so you'll be on a trainer's truck, and learning how to drive in 2 weeks. Yeah, not enough time. But so I didn't go that route. Of course, I didn't have the $4,800, so I did the they sponsored me to get my CDL. So I've been with my company now for, I started in June of last year, so almost 8 months. So I believe 7 months. It is in January here, or no, February 2nd. Oh wow. So that's what I did. You can do either way. So that's just kind of what I wanted to talk about. How my experience was not enough training. Definitely not enough training. But unfortunately, this industry is kind of, they throw you out because that's how you learn. But unfortunately, you do make mistakes. A lot of people do make a lot of mistakes in their first year because they're not used to, living a lifestyle, driving a truck every day, waking up, sleeping in the truck, eating in the truck, living in the truck, being in the truck, being the truck. It's basically, you are the truck. So that takes a lot to get used to, especially with the poor dieting and being away from family and friends and stuff like that. So that really plays a huge factor, the lifestyle, I think, in trucking, as to why people don't really succeed. And I think there's a high percentage, don't quote me, but it's like 60% don't really last longer than a year. They usually go in town and work with their CDL. So a lot of people get their CDL, get a company to pay for it, and then, after that year's up, or a year and a half or whatever, they kind of go back into town and use it for something else and get paid a lot more, depending, on what you do. But I'm very, very new to this industry. I've been around it. I have some family in trucking, and I've always just, like I said, I used to do PMs for a trucking company in like 2010, so I have a little bit of experience and knowledge. But I've always driven for a living, as far as just owning my own company, and just I drove a taxi before Uber and Lyft came out. So I just have a lot of commercial driving, never a CDL level, but just being under an umbrella company insurance. I've had experience with that. So I kind of knew, what was expected of me, as far as just, coming out here and being professional, and, just having a huge responsibility. I think that is one of the, top most important things is the person, has to be 21 to get their CDL. You can get it at 18, but you can't go out of the state, of course, because this is a huge commitment, huge responsibility. It's 80,000 pounds, 65 miles an hour. Anything happen, obviously, it's super, super dangerous. You're going down a back road, 1-lane roads, and instant, you get hit head on. I saw an accident where, getting off topic here, but they hit head on, two truckers, and it instantly bursted into flames. And the people were saying on the Facebook post that it just happened. It's south of Dallas. They're like, we couldn't do anything. It burst into flames. They both just burned alive in there. So it's not for the faint-hearted, or I like to think of it like there's a guy on YouTube, I kind of stole it from him, but it's true. It's like you're a cowboy. You go into one town to the next town to the next town, and you just live on the road. It's like you're always on a journey. Anything can happen. I mean, and either some people like that, or some people extremely disagree with it and they can't handle it because there's so much uncertainty. You never know where you're gonna sleep, you never know what you're gonna eat unless you have food like I do. You know, you stop at Walmart and stock you up some food and you know, you're good, but you really never know what's gonna happen. And some people like that, and some people, you know, can't stand that. I mean, some people like that security. It's like, I know where I'm gonna go 8 to 5, I'm gonna drive to work, I'm gonna drive home, and you know, I know what I'm gonna do that week. We don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, we have a general idea. Especially, I'm running for I'm running a contract right now, so I know what I'm doing. I'm kind of dedicated right now, so I know kind of where I'm gonna be at, what region. I'm usually, you know, in Middle America, I guess, Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma. So that's, you know, I'm usually central, but like I said, I went out to Colorado 2 weeks ago or last week, and then sometime I'll go over to Mississippi, Alabama. But when you're running OTR, I mean, it's just wherever the freight's at, wherever your dispatcher sends you, your driver manager, you know, and wherever the money's at, and hopefully wherever, since you're new, hopefully where the storm is not, because weather has a huge factor. You know, just we're at 6 minutes here, so I didn't want to, you know, I just wanted to kind of touch on it a little bit, and I just felt like I left a lot out in that last video, and so I just wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit more in depth. And you know, I kind of want to have like some bullet points and write some stuff down and really kind of express. I just kind of, I'm a rambler. I just kind of like you know, I just kind of you know, flow off, you know, freestyle or whatever's on my head at the moment. And that's kind of what this channel is going to be. It's not really going to be, you know, heavily constructed videos. I mean, I've got a $40 tripod and selfie stick thing here that you know, in my iPhone, of course, that I'm working off of. So it's definitely going to grow. I want it to grow into something with a drone and and some better editing and stuff like that. But for right now, this is honestly like a rough draft of, you know, I mean, talking to a camera. I mean, it's like, yeah, you talk to yourself sometimes when you're in the truck, or, you know, you're in the grocery store but you don't just have full-on conversations with, you know, the camera. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, is just honestly trying to be able to, you know, not worry about too much of what people think of me, but at the same time be able to, you know, get out points and get out topics and be able to just fluently speak with, you know, a device recording you and tracking that and documenting that and stuff like that. So I don't know, just, you know, you see the progression of YouTubers, and it's kind of cool. Like, their first videos are like, well, hi, my name, you know, and then in a year or like a few months, you're like, damn, the transition, you know, it's huge. You know, to watch that growth is amazing, because, you know, I'm really getting off topic now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just end it here. But I really appreciate it, you guys watching my YouTube channel, and I'll probably be back with similar videos. Like I said, just kind of basically rambling about different topics of trucking and you know, things that are going on in my life. You know, I'm not sure. I want to kind of keep a private life. don't want to really explain too much, but yet I want to get guys that or girls, whoever interested in trucking, just, you know, just another person to watch and to benefit from, and you know, to get some secrets along the way, because that's how I did it. I watched YouTube videos on trucking for years just to understand, you know, a lot of key points. So all right, well, I appreciate it, and definitely subscribe and give me a like. I don't got many likes yet. I only got a few people on my channel, so that's cool. But you know, there's a growth. You know, there's a process. So, and I'm a little late to the game. I thought about starting a YouTube channel years ago, but I just wasn't comfortable talking to a camera, you know, and just documenting and just, like, you know, the hate and all that. It's just like people just criticize, and it's like, you know, I didn't really want to deal with that. But now I really don't care. Like, today I got time. So I really just don't really care about hatred anymore. I mean, I feel sorry for them, so I don't really, it doesn't affect me as it used to. But I was just conscious about, like, oh, don't want to like put myself out there for criticism. Nah, I could care less. So, but all right, man. Much love and peace.